Hi there, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. It is almost the end of the season in about 2 hours, and the end of the weekly tournament for anyone not in Legends League. And I wanted to record this fairly quick video highlighting how you can promote out of Legends 3 uh, with a higher likelihood if you follow the steps I'm going to outline in this video. Now, why should you listen to me? Well, in this particular week on this particular account, I am finishing second place in my group. And I don't think anyone else is going to overtake me anytime soon. So that should be that. And then in the previous week before this, I also promoted another account from Legends 3 into Legends 2 using a similar series of steps, right? So I feel like doing it in 2 consecutive weeks eliminates the probability that this was random chance or that it was not because of these factors, because I think they did play a considerable role. Now, getting into what I did, uh, three of these, out of the three things I'm going to talk about, two of them require a degree of effort and, are not attainable by everybody watching this video. But one of them is something that everybody can do, and that is to turn off auto sign up. I'm sure you may have heard this from other content creators somewhere. If you haven't, then let me sort of elaborate on why this is important. When somebody gets demoted from, let's say, Legends 2 to Legends 3, or when they are inactive for a period of time, or if they are an otherwise rushed base, then typically what happens is that they have auto sign up off. This means that if they wake up after Monday, and from Monday to Thursday they see, or they decide, okay, let me sign up for ranked, then you're more likely to be matched up against these types of players, and they have a higher likelihood of not really participating in ranked again. Because if you go into my leaderboards here for the group that I'm in, after about 60th, 61st place, you'll notice that the number of attacks used starts dropping off. And this is in stark contrast, I'd say, to any Legends 3 group that forms when auto sign up is turned on. So, what this does is it effectively reduces the competitive group of players from, let's say, 90 to 95 in a typical Legends 3 group to about 60, right? So you're effectively competing for those top 5 spots from those 60 people rather than the full 90 or 100. So that improves your probability of success. And then because you're also facing more rushed bases, then even those active players in the top 60, some of them are just never going to be able to promote until their base is significantly more upgraded. So they're also out of contention. And I can say from personal experience that out of the 24 attacks I did, I encountered at least 5 or 6 of these rushed bases or lower town halls. So it's actually somewhere close to around 50 to 55 people that are actively in competition for getting the top 5 spots. And remember, these top 50 are not necessarily great players either. They just happen to sign up this week, and they may miss some of their attacks, as in they won't be able to triple as much compared to regular Legends 3 groups. So even in that 5 to 55, your probability is better than a regular Legends 3 group if it only had 55 people. I hope people are following what I'm trying to say here. So number one, you turn off auto sign up. That enables you to have an easier group, increasing your probability for, you know, finishing in the top 5. So that's something anybody can do regardless of how well upgraded your base is. Unfortunately, the next two things have hard limitations. The first is setting a good defensive layout. That can only defend for you if you have major upgrades at Town Hall 18 done. Your Guardian needs to be maxed out. You need to have core defenses like the Spitters, the Super Wizard Towers, the Revenge Towers maxed out and supercharged at least to level 1. That increases your chances of defending a lot more. And you also want to look for good layouts from online social media. There's a lot of bases that you can find on Twitter, on Discord, You just need to put some energy to it, and you can find these bases. Typically, the bases I like to go for are rage tower compartments or an isolated town hall. An isolated town hall can induce one stars a lot more, and rage tower compartments can melt armies very quickly, inducing low percentage fails, right? But I think I'm going on a tangent here. uh, you need to have a good defensive layout, and you need to test it thoroughly. You need to ask around. Don't be afraid to go on Reddit, to go on Discord, and ask people that are doing well, that are promoting in their league for their base, right? Because it's only natural that any base you pick up won't work for you. You need to have ones that have proven to be successful for other people as well. So that's the second thing. And I feel like, you know, okay, that's a odd bug over there. This is the particular base that I'm using for this week. It's not exactly that great of a base, but what it does is that it isolates the town hall, which again induces those one stars, or those, awkward entries where people use a lot more spells than they're intending to, and things that don't go to plan. The next step that you can do is obviously improving your offense. And for that, you will need to have maxed out troops, you'll need to have high level equipment. But what you can do, and what I do, is typically I save my attacks for Sunday, and I look at how many attacks the top players have done, or how many stars or trophies, I should say, the top people have received. And then I calculate that if I triple X number of my attacks, will I be able to end up in promoting or not? And then if I am able to, then I only go ahead and use my attacks, and I use them all in an hour, 2 hours, using power potions and hero potions, because as you'll notice, my Duke is level 14, and none of my other heroes are fully maxed out as well. Some of my spells on this account are also low level, because this is an alt account. My main is in Legends 1. This is not a priority account, so it is lagging behind in these things. So a power potion and a hero potion helps for offense. Making sure you're using whatever the meta army is. Like, I'm using dragon riders. Don't be afraid to use the meta army. I made a video on this before that you can check out, but if you're using anything that's not currently in the meta, you're doing yourself and your efforts a disservice, because you're increasing the likelihood of a fail and compromising on potentially promoting, just because you didn't want to take 5 to 10 minutes learning a new strategy. A very easy strategy, might I add, as well, right? So, quick video, basically showing you the 3 ways that you can promote out of Legends 3 fairly consistently, of which the most important is auto sign up. The second is defenses and how you can obtain them. If you need help with this, you can always join social communities. Like, I'm not going to advertise my clan because that's not the purpose of this channel. But I would urge people to join those top level clans that have a circulation of bases, to be an active member of a place where there's other people in Legends 3, Legends 2, Legends 1, so you can get those bases. And then obviously there's Discord servers specifically dedicated to bases. There's people and base subscription services that often give out free bases, but I wouldn't take those because they're very used. Don't use any popular YouTube layouts, because everybody typically knows how to triple them. Try to go with something that's not frequently seen, and is a bit unorthodox in style, but not too unorthodox that it becomes easier the other way around. And then the last thing is basically offense, that use whatever is in the meta, take 5 to 10 minutes, learn how it works, do a few friendly challenges, and I promise to you, using that meta attack will matter a lot more than sticking to whatever your older meta army like throwers or meteor golems is, right? So that's about it. Thank you for watching. I hope everyone in AD, which is my clan, and in the wider Clash network that's looking for help in promoting out of Legends 3 finds this useful. One last caveat, this will not work for Legends 2. Legends 2 is far, far too active to benefit from turning off auto sign up, because nearly everyone that's getting demoted from Legends 1 is active, and everyone in Legends 2 is good, and having a good defensive layout will not matter because everybody can triple. So this specific advice is just for Legends 3, because Legends 2 is just pure luck. So don't, if you're in Legends 2, this video is fairly irrelevant for you. But yeah, thanks for watching and take care. Bye bye.